We're your teeth, your digestive system star. We hope you listen well and you learn just who we are. When you're a newborn baby, you may have natal teeth. This only occurs in 1 in 2 to 3,000 babies. A child's mouth has 2 rows of teeth on the bottom and the top, but you only see 20 before the adult teeth make the swap. You'll have 32 adult teeth by the young age of 13, but there are only 28 without your wisdom teeth, you see. Teeth are part of the skeletal system, though they are not bone. We play a key role in digestion to chew foods while we're grown. We're your teeth, your digestive system star. We hope you listen well and you learn just who we are. You only have 4 different types of teeth in your whole mouth. Here's their names from front to back and from north down to the south. Incisors are like scissors cause they cut your food in half. They're in front of your mouth, you see all 8 when you laugh. Then we see your canines, there are only 4 you know. 2 are at the top and 2 more are in the jaw down below. Premolars are the next teeth that we will be looking at. There are 8 in total to help you start to chew all that fat. Molars are your biggest teeth and the last to chew your food. There are 12 inside your mouth, this fact is very true. We're your teeth, your digestive system star. We hope you listen well and you learn just who we are. The anatomy of your teeth shown in this here photograph. First we'll look at the crown, the tooth's visible top half. Enamel is the outer part of all the teeth in your mouth. It's the hardest part of your body, but if not brushed it'll rot out. Here you see the dentin below the enamel closure. It's the hard, dense, bony tissue that protects your pulp chamber. Yeah, your pulp chamber houses the important root canal. Inside the root canal are the nerves and vessels main locale. If all these top layers of your teeth do decay, the infection could be fatal, so please brush twice a day. We're your teeth, your digestive system star. We hope you listen well and you learn just who we are. We're your teeth, your digestive system star. We hope you listen well and you learn just who we are. Check out the new KLT Geography channel with new videos every Saturday. I am your pancreas, I'm about 6 inches long. I sit behind your stomach across the back of your abdomen. The anatomy of your pancreas is the first thing I'll explain. There are 4 main parts to me and a 5th that it will gain. We'll start with the tail, which sits to the left of your abdomen. This is connected to the body, onto the neck it does extend. The neck's attached to the head, which is the 4th main part that you see, which can be split into 2 parts as I explain the parts of me. When you split up the head proper is what's on top. Then the unsynaptic process is at the bottom where it drops. There are 2 main ducts in the pancreas. You see the pancreatic duct and pancreatic duct accessory. I am your pancreas, I'm about 6 inches long. I sit behind your stomach across the back of your abdomen. The 2 functions of your pancreas that perform day to day are called the endocrine and exocrine to keep you all healthy. Let's talk about the endocrine system in your pancreas. It releases 2 main hormones from the islets of Langerhans. Insulin and glucagon are the hormones that release. They keep your blood glucose real stable so your cells have energy. Now the exocrine system produces digestive enzymes through the pancreatic duct to the duodenum line. The job of the enzymes is to help digest all your food, so it's easily absorbed by the small intestine in you. So take care of your pancreas so it continues to work well, so your food keeps digesting and sends glucose to fuel your cells. I am your pancreas, I'm about 6 inches long. I sit behind your stomach across the back of your abdomen. I am your pancreas, I'm about 6 inches long. I sit behind your stomach across the back of your abdomen. I am your gallbladder. I am a sac-shaped organ you see. I am a gallbladder. Your liver stores its bile in me. My surface is smooth to the touch. I am green in color, now you know that much. And I have several parts. The right and left hepatic ducts are where we will start. Here's the common hepatic duct. Then the cystic duct sits where it is tucked. Then we move to the neck, which is attached to the body and a rounded fundus. To the common bile duct and the pancreatic duct, that is what I'm made of. I am your gallbladder. I am a sac-shaped organ you see. I am a gallbladder. Your liver stores its bile in me. I act as a reservoir by storing the bile that your liver does pour. This bile is made and used to break down fats from all eaten foods. When your food leaves your stomach, it passes through the duodenum. Now that is a fact. That is when I began to work, passing the digestive bile through the common bile duct. When this bile is out of me, I flatten like a deflated balloon, you see. Then the liver, it does the rest. And when you're done digesting food, that's when I ingest all the new bile to store that the body waits to use. That is what I am for. I am your gallbladder. I am a sac-shaped organ you see. I am a gallbladder. Your liver stores its bile in me. I am your gallbladder. I am a sac-shaped organ you see. I am a gallbladder. Your liver stores its bile in me. Shop our new store merch and get custom birthday videos with your favorite characters. How about I lend you a hand and tell you about me? There are 27 bones in the average hand, see? Let's start with the tips of my fingers and you'll see there are 5 on my hand called the distal phalanges. They are attached to the middle phalanges. There are only 4 of them on the fingers of me. The proximal phalanges are what you're looking at. There are 5 that end your fingers. Now how about that? Feel You have a spine, it's what you see. And if you wanna learn my parts, watch this video of me. I am your spinal column, I'm made of lots of bones. These bones are called your vertebrae. Collectively, your spine's their home. The first group we'll look at is the cervical curvature. It's made up of 7 vertebrae, we'll learn them, I am sure. The first vertebrae we will discuss are C1 and C2, also known as the atlas and the axis inside of you. The atlas joins the base of the skull you call your head. Its job to support head weight, without it you'd flop instead. The C2 axis allows your C1 and your skull to move about in most directions. Without it, life would be dull. C3 through C7 are there to support your head. Let's move on to the next group after the chorus is said. You have a spine, it's what you see. And if you wanna learn my parts, watch this video of me. The next group of your spine we will be looking at is the thoracic curvatures, 12 vertebrae intact. Each vertebrae we see begins with the letter T. The T stands for thoracic, let's take a look and see. T1 through T12 are bigger than the group in your neck, because the spine supports more weight the further down we check. At the bottom of this group begins the lumbar curvatures. 5 vertebrae start with the letter L, you'll learn I'm sure. L1 through L5 brings you down to the sacrum, the fused bone between your hips and the pelvis it becomes. Below that is your coccyx, also called the tailbone. It's a triangular shaped fused vertebrae, you know. You have a spine, it's what you see. And if you wanna learn my parts, watch this video of me. There are 23 discs in the human spine. The intervertebral discs is their name you will find. These discs help you flex the hard vertebrae bone between most of your vertebrae. They are shown. They are flexible discs that look like tires on your car. The outer ring's the annulus and the nucleus center isn't far. Helping you bend and flex is the disc's main job. And running through the center spine is the spinal cord at large. It connects your brain to all your body's nerves. So take care of your spine, because that's what your body deserves. You have a spine, it's what you see. And if you wanna learn my parts, watch this video of me. You have a spine, it's what you see. And if you wanna learn my parts, watch this video of me. Check out the new KLT Geography channel with new videos every Saturday. Esophagus, I am your esophagus. Esophagus, attached to the back of your trachea. Esophagus, digestive system's muscular too. Esophagus, I bring your food down to the stomach and you. I live in front of your spinal column. I'm right beyond the trachea and heart that pumps. I connect the throat to the stomach in you. Before I reach your stomach, your diaphragm I pass through. My outer muscles are what help me to push through. These muscles contract in wave motions to help me push it through. This wave motion is called peristalsis. Now let's take a look at the muscles that help me do this. The inner to the outer walls of your esophagus are made of 4 layers of tissue that create peristalsis. The longitudinal muscle sits on my outside, while the circular muscle sits in the middle inside. The inner circular muscle wraps around the esophagus. It contracts by squeezing together just like a closed fist. It squeezes simultaneously with the longitudinal muscle, which runs up and down the esophagus' long hollow tunnel. Lining the hollow center of the esophagus are the mucosa and submucosa. This is where they sit. Esophagus, I am your esophagus. Esophagus, attached to the back of your trachea. Esophagus, digestive system's muscular too. Esophagus, I bring your food down to the stomach and you. When you swallow your food after it is chewed, it passes the epigastrium trachea in you. Then the upper esophageal sphincter will stay closed until the brain tells it to open to let your food flow. When food's in your esophagus, peristalsis occurs. That's when circular and longitudinal muscles do work. These two muscles contract in the wave motion shown, pushing your food towards your stomach's main digestive zone. Peristalsis is finished near your stomach stop, where your lower esophageal sphincter lets food drop. Once the food is in your stomach, the lower sphincter closes tight in order to keep the stomach acid out of sight. I'm 8 to 10 inches in tubular length and 3/4 of an inch wide, but I'm full of strength. So take care of me because I am esophagus. Be sure to eat healthy food and drink because it's a must. Esophagus. I am your esophagus. Esophagus. Attached to the back of your trachea. Esophagus. Digestive system's muscular too. Esophagus. I bring your food down to the stomach in you. Esophagus. I am your esophagus. Esophagus. Attached to the back of your trachea. Esophagus. Digestive system's muscular too. Esophagus. I bring your food down to the stomach in you. I am your trachea. I'm about 4 to 5 inches long, an important part of you, so you'll learn in this song. When you touch your neck in the center gently, and you feel those bumpy ridges, now you'll know it's just me. Also called your windpipe, I'm 1 inch in diameter wide. I begin below your voice box, ending at your bronchi. And I carry oxygen from the nose and mouth to your lungs, then exhale carbon dioxide when your breathing is done. And when you inhale, I slightly widen and lengthen, then return to my normal size when your exhale does end. I even protect you from foreign bodies you can't see with a sticky mucus layer in the lumen in me. When foreign substances are trapped, they're either excreted through phlegm or swallowed in the esophagus to your stomach within. I am your trachea. I'm about 4 to 5 inches long, an important part of you, so you'll learn in this song. Let's talk about my parts now that my functions are clear. We'll name off my anatomy as they do appear. The rings on me are tracheal cartilage, you see. There's about 20 of these rings that are separate on me. The reason they are separate and not joined as one is so your trachea can flex till your breathing is done. Then we move to the space between the cartilage here. It's your annular ligaments that do appear. These ligaments are connective tissue holding the trachea together, yes, inside you. Inside the trachea is lined with a smooth tissue. It's called the mucosa, and this fact is very true. Then the lumen is next, the hollow channel airway, lined with hair-like projections called cilia that sway. These cilia trap the particles we discussed. The lumen walls create mucus through cells and ducts. I am your trachea. I'm about 4 to 5 inches long, an important part of you, so you'll learn in this song. I am your trachea. I'm about 4 to 5 inches long, an important part of you, so you'll learn in this song. Shop our new store merch and get custom birthday videos with your favorite characters. I'm your rib cage. I keep your inside safe, attached to your spine, your vital organs I encase. I'm your rib cage, made up of 24 bones. I expand chest is my home. Let's start by looking at all these bones in me. They wrap around your body as you plainly see. This is the body of the sternum, front and center on stage. The bottom part of the breastbone in everyone's rib cage. Metabrium's the top part of the sternum on me. The xiphoid process is the final bone in the sternum family. From the top of the sternum that I've already explained are 7 ribs on either side of me with an honest name. They are called the true ribs in the human body. They're also named the sternal ribs of your chest cavity. Numb your rib cage, I keep your inside safe. Attached to your spine, your vital organs I encase. Numb your rib cage, made up of 24 bones. I expand when you breathe, and your chest is my home. The remaining 5 pairs of ribs that complete the bones in me are located at the bottom of my cage, I guarantee. These 5 pairs of flat bones are called the false ribs you see, because their cartilage doesn't reach the sternum directly. Coastal cartilage is what connects these bones to the front of me. This cartilage is transparent and is called hyaline. When you look at the back of the human body, you'll notice that all the ribs connect to the spine, and this is key. At the head of each rib, the radiate ligaments attach the rib cage to the thoracic vertebrae. That's how they latch. Back to the front of your body, these 2 bones are clavicles. They attach the scapula to the sternum and play an important role. Numb your rib cage, I keep your inside safe. Attached to your spine, your vital organs I encase. Numb your rib cage, made up of 24 bones. I expand when you breathe, and your chest is my home. 2 of the vital organs in which it's my job to protect are the heart and the lungs. Without my protection, they'd be wrecked. I'm one of the strongest structures that does exist in you, so take care of your rib cage and everything that you do. Numb your rib cage, I keep your inside safe. Attached to your spine, your vital organs I encase. Numb your rib cage, made up of 24 bones. I expand when you breathe, and your chest is my home. Numb your rib cage, I keep your inside safe. Attached to your spine, your vital organs I encase. Numb your rib cage, made up of 24 bones. I expand when you breathe, and your chest is my home. I'm a muscular sac, I'm called your bladder. I carry urine from your body straight down into the potty. I'm a muscular sac, I'm called your bladder. Your kidneys make your water waste into stored in just one place. Your bladder is the size of a pear when empty, and is made of all the parts that you're about to see. Here's a picture of the bladder's anatomy, located in the anterior pelvis happy. The peritoneum covers the upper posterior surface. It's the serous membrane, and I'm glad you're learning all this. The ureters bring urine waste from the kidneys. Smooth muscles move it down using peristalsis, you see. Urine enters the bladder through ureteral openings and fills the bladder up like a leaky ground spring. The detrusor muscle controls the bladder's fluid flow, lined with inner mucosa encased in outer membrane though. The urethral sphincter allows all the waste urine into the urethra where urination does begin. The external urethral sphincter is what you control to allow the amount of urine you put in the toilet bowl. I'm a muscular sac, I'm called your bladder. I carry urine from your body straight down into the potty. I'm a muscular sac, I'm called your bladder. Your kidneys make your water waste into stored in just one place. Your kidneys filter all the blood in your body. If you want to learn more, watch my video on kidneys. When water waste separates from the kidneys, it will exit your ureter. Start the process of peristalsis. This process moves the urine to where it should be stored, to the bladders where it's headed. I hope you're not bored. When the urine reaches your ureteral opening, the well, and the urine exits your body, making you feel swell. I'm a muscular sac, I'm called your bladder. I carry urine from your body straight down into the potty. I'm a muscular sac, I'm called your bladder. Your kidneys make your water waste and have stored in just one place. Check out the new KLT Geography channel with new videos every Saturday. I'm your larynx, I'm the reason you can talk and the reason you can sing. A hollow muscular organ, sit and learn, I'll do my thing. First let's locate your larynx, gently rub under your chin. When you feel that pointy bump, that's the area, man. Let's look deeper into me, you'll see my anatomy. My 3 unpaired cartilage are the first you're gonna see. First the epiglottis, then you have the thyroid. Third, but it is not the least, here you see the cricoid. Next we have the 3 paired, these are the arytenoids. Then there is the cuneiform, corniculates you can't avoid. Muscles are what we see next, named by structures they connect. The cartilage that you just learned are how my muscles you'll detect. The thyroarytenoid and the cricothyroid. Then we have the lateral cricoarytenoid. Oblique and transverse and posterior cricoarytenoid are in the back of your larynx, that's where they were deployed. Last we have the hyoid bone, it's not part of your larynx. Thyrohyoid membranes attached so they're linked. I'm your larynx, I'm the reason you can talk and the reason you can sing. A hollow muscular organ, sit and learn, I'll do my thing. My main job's to help you breathe, I keep your trachea real clear from foreign matter down your throat, so don't you choke, that is my fear. So when you're eating tasty food or drinking something really good, your epiglottis closes tight over your airway like a hood. And when you wanna talk or sing, your laryngeal muscles make your voice by vibrating real fast, and when you talk they do shake. Let's look at your vocal folds from above straight down your throat. When they tighten they sound high, and when they're loose they sound real low. Transverse and oblique arytenoids bring vocal folds together to speak. This happens while you exhale, before you sing breathe in deep. And when you make a low voice, the thyroarytenoids loosen the vocal folds, they do control. I'm your larynx, I'm the reason you can talk and the reason you can sing. A hollow muscular organ, sit and learn, I'll do my thing. I have a couple ligaments, listen to knowledge I sling. I'll name them off one by one while I teach, you can sing. Median thyrohyoid and cricothyroid ligament. The lateral thyrohyoid are there so you can twist and bend. Here we look down from above into the vocal folds once more. The true and false vocal cords, when opened up your air flows, but you can't breathe when they're closed. I'm your larynx, I'm the reason you can talk and the reason you can sing. A hollow muscular organ, sit and learn, I'll do my thing. I'm the reason you can talk and the reason you can sing. A hollow muscular organ, sit and learn, I'll do my thing. I am your skin, made of 3 layers within. I'm the largest organ of the body, but up to 4 millimeters thin. I'm your skin, protected by keratin. I help control your core temperature and my colors caused by the pigment melanin. Let's take a look at the skin and the 3 layers within. With this picture drawn to study the anatomy, so let's begin. The first layer you see is the outer skin that's on me. It's called the epidermis, which is the skin surface everywhere that I be. The second layer shown here is called the dermis, so we're clear. It's a thick layer of living tissue full of cool stuff I'll share. The third layer is the hypodermis, the innermost and thickest skin. It's a fat insulation and padding for your body to keep the heat in. I am your skin, made of 3 layers within. I'm the largest organ of the body, but up to 4 millimeters thin. I'm your skin.
temperature that you need. The pores also secrete sebum oil, so your skin does not dry out, and hair follicles that make and hold your hair, what you need without a doubt. I am your skin, made of 3 layers within. I'm the largest organ of the body, but up to 4 millimeters thin. I'm your skin, protected by keratin. I help control your core temperature and my colors caused by the pigment melanin. This is hypodermis, which connects your skin to muscle and organs. Its main functions to store fat and protect you from an impact on your skin. The integumentary system is what I'm part of as your skin, which includes skin, hair, nails, and exocrine glands from the body you live in. Please take care of your skin and of your body every day. You only have one body, so keep its systems healthy. I am your skin, made of 3 layers within. I'm the largest organ of the body, but up to 4 millimeters thin. I'm your skin, protected by keratin. I help control your core temperature and my colors caused by the pigment melanin. Take a walk with me to learn about the 26 bones that make up each of your feet. I have a bunch of joints, yes, 33. Your 2 feet make up 1/4 of the bones in the human body. The foot you see here is broken up into 3 parts. That's what we'll talk about first. That's where this lesson starts. Here's the hind foot, made of the ankle and heel. It's composed of 2 of the 7 tarsal bones, in which I'll reveal. Then you see the midfoot, which forms the foot's arch. It's made of 5 tarsal bones to absorb shock when you march. Here's the forefoot, made of 5 toes called phalanges, attached to the metatarsals. I'll explain these bones you see. Take a walk with me to learn about the 26 bones that make up each of your feet. I have a bunch of joints, yes, 33. Your 2 feet make up 1/4 of the bones in the human body. Now let's take a look at the bones in each section more closely and learn all their names to further understand my anatomy. In the hind foot shown here, you'll see that 2 bones appear. First, the talus bone, it's the lowest part of the ankle joint in the upper rear. Right below that, it's a calcaneus or heel bone, which is the biggest bone in your foot. This is good for you to know. And on to the midfoot, I'll name the rest of the tarsal bones. The navicular, cuboid, and 3 cuneiform bones as shown. The lateral, intermediate, and medial are the names of the 3 cuneiform bones, part of the midfoot's total fame. The forefoot is made up of 2 groups that you see. Their names are metatarsals and also the phalanges. The metatarsals are made up of 5 bones attached to 14 phalanges. There are 3 groups you should know. The proximal, middle, and distal phalanges make up the bones of your toes. Onto the chorus, please. Take a walk with me to learn about the 26 bones that make up each of your feet. I have a bunch of joints, yes, 33. Your 2 feet make up 1/4 of the bones in the human body. There are 33 joints within the foot of a human, 107 ligaments and 19 muscles. Understand, sweat glands of the foot produce approximately 1/2 pint of perspiration, and yes, that is daily. 1/4 of the total bones in the human body are located within your 2 feet to help you keep steady. So take care of your feet, because you're only given 2. Try not to stub your toes and wear some comfy shoes. Take a walk with me to learn about the 26 bones that make up each of your feet. I have a bunch of joints, yes, 33. Your 2 feet make up 1/4 of the bones in the human body. I'm your skull, I'm made up of 22 bones. I protect the all-important brain while it calls me its home.
I'm your skull, I support the soft tissue on your head. A framework of bone or cartilage, this knowledge I spread. The cranial bones are the first lesson you'll learn about. These 8 bones make up your cranium to protect your brain without a doubt. A frontal bone is a bone found in the forehead region shown here. The 2 parietal bones, one on each side of your head, just appear. 2 temporal bone form parts of the side and the base of the cranium structure. The occipital bone joins the parietals along the lambdoidal suture. The ethmoid bone in the skull separates the nasal cavity from the brain. The sphenoid bone is at the center of the skull, as I just explained. I'm your skull, I'm made up of 22 bones. I protect the all-important brain while it calls me its home. I'm your skull, I support the soft tissue on your head. A framework of bone or cartilage, this knowledge I spread. Onto the facial bones, there are 14 of them shown here. The bones that make up a portion of your face in which we endear. Here's the mandible, the only movable bone in the skull, I said. And 2 maxillae, one on each side of the upper jaw and your head. The vomer bone joins the ethmoid bone to create the nasal septum in you. 2 palatine bones and the maxillae complete the hard palate, it's true. The 2 nasal bones form the bridge of your nose. 2 zygomatic bones form the shape of your cheekbones, as this picture shows. 2 inferior nasal conchae are located in your nose as well. 2 lacrimal bones run lateral to the maxillary bones, they're swell. I'm your skull, I'm made up of 22 bones. I protect the all-important brain while it calls me its home. I'm your skull, I support the soft tissue on your head. A framework of bone or cartilage, this knowledge I spread. I'm your skull, I'm made up of 22 bones. I protect the all-important brain while it calls me its home. I'm your skull, I support the soft tissue on your head. A framework of bone or cartilage, this knowledge I spread.
Shop our new store merch and get custom birthday videos with your favorite characters. The diaphragm, that's what I am. I'm a dome-shaped sheet of muscle used in respiration. The diaphragm, that's what I am. An anatomical landmark that separates the chest from the abdomen. Where is a diaphragm? Let's take a look and see. It's below the lungs in the lower thoracic cavity. On the floor of the thoracic cavity that contained your heart and lungs, and the roof of the abdominal cavity that holds some vital organs. I'm made up of muscle and tendon. Let's look at some names that do relate to them. Here's a look at the inferior diaphragm. It's a view looking up at the bottom of where the lower rib cage spans. This is a central tendon broken into 3 parts. The right, middle, and left leaflet is a tendinous work of art. Attached to the first 3 lumbar vertebrae and their intervertebral discs is the right cruise. It's a tendon. Thanks for learning about this. The left cruise is only attached to the bodies of the first 2 lumbar vertebrae. These tendons form a tether for the muscular contraction innate. Not mostly made up of muscle that you're seeing now. Let's take a look to see what passes through my center, in which I'm proud. This is the vena cava, a large vein that runs through me, carrying deoxygenated blood into the heart from your body. Here you see the aorta, the body's largest artery. It supplies oxygenated blood to the circulatory system. See, what's also important to notice is the esophagus. It connects the throat to the stomach in all of us. The diaphragm, that's what I am. I'm a dome-shaped sheet of muscle used in respiration. The diaphragm, that's what I am. An anatomical landmark that separates the chest from the abdomen. When you inhale oxygen while taking any kind of breath, your diaphragm flattens and expands your rib cage before it rests. Then you exhale, ridding the body of carbon dioxide. The diaphragm goes back to its dome shape, now resting inside. I'm attached to you in more places than your lumbar vertebrae. We'll take a look at where these are that help keep me in place. I'm attached to your xiphoid process, it's part of your sternum. And to the cartilage of ribs 7 through 12. Learning is so fun. Thoracic diaphragm is another name I go by. Breathe deep when you're singing about me now. Goodbye. The diaphragm, that's what I am. I'm a dome-shaped sheet of muscle used in respiration. The diaphragm, that's what I am. An anatomical landmark that separates the chest from the abdomen. I am your spleen. You will learn what this means. I am purple, 5 inches long, and I'm shaped like a bean. I'm your spleen. You will learn what this means. I produce antibodies and I keep your blood clean. I'm the spleen, the largest organ in the lymphatic system. You don't need me, but if removed from your body, you'll be more prone to infection. The spleen is located under the rib cage above the stomach, here in the upper left quadrant of the abdomen, the space I share. What's the anatomy of the spleen? Yeah, the spleen's parts. I will teach you this now while you look at the splenic work of art. Here you see the splenic hilum and the gastric surface. There's the pancreatic and renal surface. Now repeat this. The splenic artery supplies oxygenated blood to the spleen, and the splenic vein drains the blood from the spleen, if you know what I mean. Let's take a look inside the spleen to learn more of its parts. There are 2 main types of tissue in me, and that's where we'll start. The first main tissue is called the red pulp. Of this I will tell. It filters blood of antigens, microorganisms, and defective red blood cells. The second main tissue is called white pulp. We'll view this as well. It's part of the immune system, mainly made up of white blood cells. The trabeculae of the spleen is the framework within, which is attached to the capsule. It surrounds the spleen and it's thin. Vascular sinusoids are wide vessels that drain into pulp veins. We'll learn how this all works, but first let's sing again. I am your spleen. You will learn what this means. I am purple, 5 inches long, and I'm shaped like a bean. I'm your spleen. You will learn what this means. I produce antibodies and I keep your blood clean. All the functions of your spleen are really complex, but I'll explain the basic functions in the next few steps. Red blood cells last 120 days, delivering oxygen to your body. When they're damaged, entering the spleen, recycled is what they'll be. Healthy cells flow through, but those that are in their unhealthy stages are broken down by large white blood cells that are called macrophages. This all happens in the red pulp tissue that we talked about. These macrophages' main job is to filter all the damaged cells out. These old red blood cells are turned into conjugated bilirubin, which is excreted through bile out of your body. Then the white pulp consists entirely of lymphoid tissue. Here I will explain the basics of what it does for you. When you get sick or have some sort of nasty disease, the lymphoid tissue within the white pulp sets your body at ease. It creates white blood cells to fight off the sickness, and then it also makes antibodies that bind to specific antigens. Both white blood cells and antibodies fight sickness and disease, enabling them to be cleared from the circulation in your body. The spleen stores up to a cup of blood for your safety, ready to be released if there's a significant loss of blood. You see, many platelets are also stored within the blood in the spleen to help form blood clots to prevent further blood loss, if you know what I mean. Please take care of your body so you don't get sick, and if you do, the spleen will be there to help you fix it. I am your spleen. You will learn what this means. I am purple, 5 inches long, and I'm shaped like a bean. I'm your spleen. You will learn what this means. I produce antibodies and I keep your blood clean. Check out the new KLT Geography channel with new videos every Saturday. This is a heart-size comparison of animals in this world in which we all are one. We'll start with a mouse and end at a blue whale. Each heart has to beat all day long. We'll show you in scale. I'm a mouse heart with dimensions of 10 to 4.2 millimeters. That's information that is true. My heart rate's 310 to 840 beats per minute. Let's see how many beats that is. I'm always in it, 2 in it. 310 beats per minute is 18,600 beats per hour. 446,000 beats per day, that's my power. The adult human heart is about the size of a fist. I'm about 11 ounces in weight, now hear this. I beat an average rate of 80 times per minute, you hear. That's 115,000 times a day, or 42 million times a year. In a 70-year lifetime, an average human heart will beat more than 2.5 billion times. Now isn't that neat? A cow's heart is the size of a human head. It weighs about 2 pounds, yeah, you heard what I said. A cow has a heart rate between 48 and 84 beats per minute. Let's see what that amounts to when we get in it. At 48 beats per minute, I can beat 2,800 beats per hour. That's 69,000 beats per day. I never feel sour. A horse's heart weighs approximately 1% of its body weight, so a 1,000-pound horse has a 10-pound heart. It's so great. The heart rate of a horse ranges from 28 to 48 beats per minute. At 28 beats per minute, I never quit. Per hour, I can beat 1,600 times, or 40,000 times per day. I hope you liked my rhyme. A giraffe's heart is about 2 feet long and weighs about 25 pounds, as you learned in this song. My heart rate is around 40 to 90 beats per minute. If I'm relaxing in the sun eating leaves, I'm trying to finish. At 40 beats per minute, I can beat 2,400 times per hour, or 57,000 times per day. I'm a muscle of power. The average weight of an elephant's heart is 26 to 46 pounds. That produces enough energy for it to get around. If I beat 30 times a minute, that's 1,800 times per hour. True, which is 43,000 times per day till my life is through. A blue whale has the largest heart in the animal kingdom, weighing around 400 pounds. I beat like a drum. I'm roughly the size of a bumper car at any amusement park. With a low heart rate of 2 beats per minute, I hit my mark. At 2 beats per minute, I beat 120 times per hour strong. That's 2,800 times per day while I swim along. This is a heart-size comparison of animals in this world in which we all are one. We'll start with a mouse and end at a blue whale. Each heart has to beat all day long. We'll show you in scale. The lymphatic system is a network of tissues and organs that rid the body of toxins, waste, and unwanted material too. The lymphatic system's main job is to transport the fluid lymph. It contains white blood cells that fight infection through the body within. The major parts of the lymph tissue are in the marrow of bone and the spleen, thymus gland, tonsils, and in your lymph nodes. The heart, lungs, intestines, liver, and your skin also contain lymphatic tissue. Let's see how it works from within. Your body's made of watery liquid that fills the spaces between the cells. This liquid's called interstitial fluid. How it becomes lymph fluid, I will tell. Lymph fluid's formed when interstitial fluids collected through lymph capillaries. Lymph carries viruses, bacteria, and waste material that's scary. Lymph fluids transported through lymphatic vessels to your lymph nodes. Your lymph nodes are the place where inspections of your lymph take place, you know. Lymphocytes are your immune cells that inspect your lymph. If your lymphocytes find a virus or disease, your lymph nodes blow up like a blimp. Your lymphocytes may call in help from resident macrophages here. Macrophages will attack the unwanted virus that appeared. When the lymph fluid in the lymph nodes are all clean, the lymph continues to flow through the lymphatic vessels, if you know what I mean. Clean lymph fluid re-enters at the end of the subclavian vein to be mixed in with your blood cells once again. So take care of your body and make sure you clean your hands. Please eat organic fruits and vegetables if you can. The lymphatic system is
is a network of tissues and organs that rid the body of toxins, waste, and unwanted material to. The lymphatic system's main job is to transport the fluid. Lymph, it contains white blood cells that fight infection through the body within. Each lymph node is surrounded by a fibrous capsule, I'd say, which extends inside the lymph node to form trabeculae. Afferent lymphatic vessels allow lymph fluid to enter lymph node, but when lymph fluid leaves, it uses efferent lymphatic vessels shown. See, these valves prevent backflow of lymph fluid on track, so the fluid only flows in one direction and doesn't go back. The depressed area of the surface of the lymph node is called hilum. The nodules of these odd-looking shaped things. Now we're done. The lymphatic system is a network of tissues and organs that rid the body of toxins, waste, and unwanted material to. The lymphatic system's main job is to transport the fluid. Lymph, it contains white blood cells that fight infection through the body within. I am a myocyte, your muscles are made up of me. Here's some of the 650 muscles in the human body. We'll start with the deltoids that sit on the shoulders of your arms. There are 3 parts to your deltoid that I'll teach you with some charm. The interior fibers are on the front side of you, while the lateral fibers sit on the top of the shoulders, that's 2. The third part's called posterior, that sits on your back. All 3 make up your deltoid muscles. Now how about that? The next muscle we'll look at are the pectorals on your chest. There are 2 parts to this muscle that I hope you never rest. There's a pectoral minor, which is connected to your ribs. Then the pectoral major, it makes your chest look really big. On the upper arm is your bicep, they help you lift heavy things. The bicep brachii long head sits on the outside while I sing, while the bicep brachii short head lets you lift things with no harm. We'll take a look at the triceps on the backside of your arm. There's a lateral long and medial head, which make up the 3 parts that concludes a triceps. Very complex anatomy. I am a myocyte, your muscles are made up of me. Here's some of the 650 muscles in the human body. Let's look at the abdominals that sit on your tummy. This is a pair of 4 muscles, when flexed are very bumpy. Hey, there's the obliques, they keep your sides really strong. There is the internal oblique muscle that supports your abdomen. The external oblique muscle helps with your side bend. Let's look at your gluteus maximus on your rear end. It's the largest muscle in your body, this is true, my friend. It keeps you standing upright and it helps you to ascend. The quadriceps are located on the front side of your thigh. There are 4 muscles that make up the quads that you do rely. The rectus femoris is the first muscle in line, while the vastus lateralis sits to the far outside. Vastus intermedius sits under the rectus, and vastus medialis makes the 4th in your quadriceps. I am a myocyte, your muscles are made up of me. Here's some of the 650 muscles in the human body. Now let's focus on the hamstrings. There are 3 muscles we'll see. Biceps femoris muscle is on the outside of the 3. The semitendinosus makes up the middle part, while the semimembranosus is the inner on the chart. The gastrocnemius, also known as the calf, is made of the lateral and medial heads, 2 halves. So take care of your muscles because they're all made of me. I am microscopic bone when grouped, I am real strong, you see. I am a myocyte, your muscles are made up of me. Here's some of the 650 muscles in the human body. I'm the pineal gland, located in the midline of your brain, a small endocrine gland, and now you know my name.
I'm the pineal gland, a ductless gland that secretes a hormone called melatonin directly to the bloodstream. The pineal gland was given its name because it's shaped like a pine cone, as I do exclaim. You only have one of me inside your brain. This is my location, and any human explained. I sit directly in the midline of any human brain, secreting a hormone. Here I will tell you its name. Melatonin is a hormone I famously secrete directly into your body through your bloodstream. Melatonin has a job which is crucial, you will see, controlling circadian rhythms to wake or keep you asleep. I am made up of secretory cells. These are called pinealocytes. I do tell. Pinealocytes secrete melatonin within a 24-hour cycle that makes up one full day. I keep them flowing well. I secrete melatonin highest in the middle of the night to keep you asleep until the first daylight. Melatonin levels decrease when it's closer to dawn and drops down during the day so you don't yawn. The schedule of melatonin release is regulated by signals from the retina from the light outside. These signals from the retina travel to a nucleus in us called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. Then that signal travels to the pineal gland. The nucleus and the pineal work hard hand in hand. The suprachiasmatic nucleus has a main function. It's to control circadian rhythms to keep you having fun. The suprachiasmatic nucleus also uses melatonin, I say, as a signal to know the time of day. When melatonin levels are at their highest in the hours of the night when it is the darkest, that signals the circadian rhythms to be in a nocturnal stage, which should keep you asleep until the break of day. Then your melatonin levels drop dramatically to keep you awake during the day. You see, your pineal gland's important, so please take care of me so you can enjoy life while rested and carefree. I'm the pineal gland located in the midline of your brain, a small endocrine gland, and now you know my name. I'm the pineal gland, a ductless gland that secretes a hormone called melatonin directly to the bloodstream. Shop our new store merch and get custom birthday videos with your favorite characters. Come take a journey with me inside the human body. Who knows what we'll learn of our anatomy? Here's a quick look about the systems we'll see. In our voyage we will learn about biology. I'm a cell, your body's made up of me. There's more than 200 different types of cells in the human body. Atoms and molecules are what created me. Then I made all of the systems you're about to hear and see. There's the nervous system, it has an important job too. It sends signals from into the brain for all that you do. The circulatory system is where all your blood flows. It carries oxygen and nutrients to where it should go. The respiratory system is what you use to breathe. It carries oxygen to all the cells that your body needs. Come take a journey with me inside the human body. Who knows what we'll learn of our anatomy? Here's a quick look about the systems we'll see. In our voyage we will learn about biology. Your immune system fights off a lot of disease. It detects when you're sick, then makes you feel healthy. The digestive system takes all the food that you eat, then extracts the vitamins and nutrients that you need. Your skeletal system is made up of bones, held together by connective tissue so they don't roam. The muscular system has 3 types you see. Skeletal, smooth, and cardiac make up the 3.
Come take a journey with me inside the human body. Who knows what we'll learn of our anatomy? Here's a quick look about the systems we'll see. In our voyage we will learn about biology. I'm your brain, part of the central nervous system. Your cranium's my home, and if you wanna learn then listen. I'm the boss of all the functions in your body. I weigh about 3 pounds, but I'm the leader of the party. The cerebrum controls your thinking and your muscles. It also stores all memories. Without it you would struggle. The left cerebrum controls the right side of the body, and the right cerebrum controls the left, though it is tiny. The cerebellum controls your posture and your balance. The coordination of your movement is also its talent. It's located in the lower back of your brain. It is rounded in structure, as I've gone on to explain. I'm your brain, part of the central nervous system. Your cranium's my home, and if you wanna learn then listen. I'm the boss of all the functions in your body. I weigh about 3 pounds, but I'm the leader of the party. Your brain stem is at the bottom of your brain, connecting brain to spinal cord to form a neural signal train. Your brainstem maintains vital control of your heart and lungs. It controls important reflexes to make sure your body runs. Your pineal gland produces all your precious melatonin, which can help you sleep at night and makes you wake up in the morning. I'm your brain, part of the central nervous system. Your cranium's my home, and if you wanna learn then listen. I'm the boss of all the functions in your body. I weigh about 3 pounds, but I'm the leader of the party. I am your large intestine, though I'm shorter than your small. I'm called your large intestine due to my expanded walls. I'm made up of 10 different parts, all connected into one. We'll start at the tip of your appendix, attached to your cecum. The next part of my tubular shape is the ascending colon, which leads to the hepatic flexure, so you're learning in this song. Your transverse colon runs across your entire abdomen, then turns at your splenic flexure onto the descending colon. Your curved as shaped sigmoid colon leads to your rectum, which is where your fecal matter meets your anus in your bum. I am your large intestine, though I'm shorter than your small. I'm called your large intestine due to my expanded walls. Let me tell you how I work and a little bit about me. I'm only 5 feet in length, but I'm wide, which is why I'm called Large C. My most important job is absorbing water from your chime. If I didn't perform this function, you'd have loose stools all the time. Millions of bacteria do live inside of me. An important one is E. coli. Its job is very key. E. coli breaks down all the chime that your body can digest and produces vitamin K that regulates blood clotting at its best. Another important job that your large intestine has to play Yeah, it excretes all your waste to help your body stay healthy. I am your large intestine, though I'm shorter than your small. I'm called your large intestine due to my expanded walls. What's that taste? Well, it's your tongue, a muscular organ in everyone. I'm kind of rough with lots of bumps. I always work hard to get my job done. Your tongue is covered in a pink tissue called mucosa. Its main job is to protect deeper tissue when you gnaw. The rough parts of your tongue are called the lingual papillae. They are the small bumps that store taste buds so you enjoy food all day. There are 4 different types of your tongue's papillae. They're named the filiform, foliate, fungiform, and circumvallate. The frenum is the tether of the front bottom of tongues. It holds your tongue in place so your mouth can move freely while it runs. The back of your tongue is anchored by the hyoid bone. The tongue is vital for many things I will show. What's that taste? Well, it's your tongue, a muscular organ in everyone. I'm kind of rough with lots of bumps. I always work hard to get my job done. The muscles in your tongue are a few we will discuss. The stylohyoangio, all end in glossus. Then the genio and stylohyoideus. Learning these muscles of your tongue, yeah, it is a must. Your tongue's main job's to help you chew and swallow all your food. It also helps you speak all words to express your present mood. The common amount of taste that your tongue can recognize are the 4. I will tell you, it may come as a surprise. Sweet, sour, bitter, and salty are the 4, but sometimes you taste a 5th called umami I adore. What's that taste? Well, it's your tongue, a muscular organ in everyone. I'm kind of rough with lots of bumps. I always work hard to get my job done. When you bite into your food, the chemicals from foods release sensates into the taste papilla to the taste buds that run deep. Sensory cells transform chemicals into nerve signals that are sent into the brain through the nerve fibers. They do go. When the signals reach your brain, that information is passed through your cranial nerves to the brain stem really fast. Your medulla oblongata takes all those signals and sends them to the limbic and cortical systems. You should know. Perception and emotion are then formed for what you ate, then mixed with smells and texture, which create this thing called taste. What's that taste? Well, it's your tongue, a muscular organ in everyone. I'm kind of rough with lots of bumps. I always work hard to get my job done.